Hey everybody, it's Sunday night, April 6th. I'm doing a pop-up. And obviously it's nighttime. And I wanted you to know that I just have to check on a couple of things. A little bit earlier I did a video from Salem addressing the issue of people falsely accused and persecuted for being different. Anyway, watch it. It's an interesting little video, and I did a little ritual to stop this madness. What I want to read on, just for a short video, is Kilmar Garcia's arrest and subsequent deportation to the El Salvadorian concentration camp. I'm going to read you this article a little bit about the crimes against humanity that this criminal administration is committing. A Maryland mother recently received 2 calls. One was from her husband, who said he had been pulled over after finishing his construction shift. The other was from Homeland Security, telling her she had just 10 minutes to pick up the couple's 5-year-old son, who was in the car with her husband. Jennifer Stefania Vasquez Sora raced to her husband's side to hurriedly place their crying child in a car seat and say goodbye to her husband as he also wept. If you are strong, I will be strong, were the last words he said to Vasquez Sora when he was handcuffed. And now a district judge, after this hell, I mean, is giving the Trump administration no later than 11:59 p.m. tomorrow to bring him back. This stuff just takes your breath away with the level of cruelty, and this is what we're seeing. It's absolutely heinous. Anyway, so we're going to read on that. I have read recently on the people that were deported unlawfully and without due process at all. Just it's unimaginable to be whisked away off the street and just like thrown on an airplane and not even knowing where you're going to end up, but you know it's just not good. We can't be doing this. And I made that little trip to Salem this afternoon because I have felt really compelled to do a little ritual around the persecution of women that were accused of witchcraft that got executed in Salem. And that went on for many years in Europe back in the medieval times. I'm going to be talking more about that in the future because it's something that we really need to address, just like we addressed the Holocaust, in terms of that can never happen again. But the thing about, I just have to say, I shout out to Salem, Massachusetts, because it's the most diverse community. It has a real special energy to it. Everybody there that I ever encounter is always so nice and so friendly. There are lots of shops. It's just really good vibes. And everywhere I go, I see like rainbow flags, and I see love, not hate, and and I think that being so misunderstood kind of contributed to the feeling of, hey, we're all inclusive. But I was at the local Peabody Essex Museum there, and there was an exhibit about the founding of Salem, Mass, and how it was very, very diverse and just welcoming to all different cultures and races, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So forget everything that you ever heard about Salem, Mass being dark and all that. And I really wanted to kind of introduce you to that, and I'm making some good connections there. Which just makes sense. But anyway, back to the reading. I don't think this administration is going to last. I'm just going to tell you that. I don't think it's going to last. It makes me crazy when I hear people say, we have to put up with this for 4 years, or even till the end of this year. I just don't see it. And the thing that's going to change things majorly is happening right now. When you go after the billionaires' money by imposing all these tariffs that are going to affect all their billionaire bucks, because they're dependent on the consumer. Duh. Anyway, I'm going to pull 3 cards about Mr. Garcia. I think he's coming back. And I think they're all coming back. I do. That's not just wishful thinking. 3 cards on what happens with him. Yeah, this is grossly illegal. These are crimes against humanity. I can't show you these cards. They're pretty naked, but the Page of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the fact that he has a 5-year-old son who's autistic makes it exponentially more heinous of a crime that the Orange Buffoon administration have committed. The irony of them committing the crime and sending an innocent man to a concentration camp for committing a crime that doesn't exist. I can't stand for this, and I know you can't. We're gonna change it. We're gonna change it. So I see the 9 of Pentacles. There's really no reason why he should stay in the concentration camp and any of the rest of them. And even if you commit a crime, you don't get flown to a concentration camp in another country. Which is why I suspect intentions for human trafficking, but that's my impression, and I don't have any factual information about that. But I do feel that that's a component. I just, maybe not here, but there's an element of human trafficking. I don't know where, but it's in there. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to be specific. It looks like he will come home. The Ace of Pentacles looks like a clear message, and it looks like a victory for them. And they never, ever should have gone through this. This is a man who it was illegal. It was illegal to deport him because he had a special protective status from having sought asylum when he was just a teenager. His family came and they were being tormented by gangs. And not sure where, in Venezuela, I believe. Yes. Anyhow. The other thing I'm going to read on, I'm just going to make this short, I promise. I talk too much. Is even, I have to mention it, even Fox is like, they're turning on him. And remember, what Benito Mussolini feared the most at the end was the people. Not saying that's going to happen to the dumpy, but his greatest fear is people revolting. I'll just leave that there. The tariffs. I've been reading on it a bit, and I keep on getting that they won't. I mean, what I see is a fragmented system of tariffs that just follow. The bottom is just going to fall out. It's not going to hold. Let's see what the cards say. Even Rand Paul. Ah, the heinous human. But when it comes to money, if they're going to lose money, don't think it's like a moral awakening, because it definitely isn't that. They're not going to like how this looks for them, these MAGA Republicans. That's what they're concerned with. It's just like when they get caught with a crime, having committed a crime, they're not guilt. They don't feel any remorse for committing the crime. The only thing they really are upset about is that they get caught. So, I mean, We'll get there however we get there, but I don't think that these tariffs are going to really take hold. Let's see what the cards say. And tomorrow, I think there's some kind of vote on it. 7 of Cups, smoke and mirror show. These tariffs are a smoke and mirror show. They're going to just kind of, this is a little bit of a wait and see. There's a little bit of a wait and see in the Hangman. Well, you know, this is interesting because the Hangman usually means surrendering to a higher power. But with these cards, the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, which is the card of like worrying needlessly as things kind of strive to be in some kind of a balance. This card just kind of means, you know, give him enough rope and watch him self-destruct. The orange buffoon and the muskrat. And after the protests of this weekend, I'll just pull 3 cards about the aftermath of that, of our democracy, like how those protests kind of move the needle. And then I'll let you go because this is supposed to be short. And PNN is tomorrow. Make sure you watch Off the Ledge. Make sure you watch 40 Days to Releasing Religious Guilt. You members, you. And this is my, and Church of Spirituality was phenomenal today. Do not miss that. Our democracy becomes stronger as the foolishness becomes evident. Our message gets much more intense. To have the Strength card and the Ace of Swords and the Fool, that you don't even have to be a tarot card reader to see that. The Ace of Swords is truth. The strength of the truth against the Fool. And there you have it. I hope you feel better now. Thank you so much for being a fan. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe. And welcome to the new subscribers. I'm so grateful that you're all here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Be well.